Fucking success. We have success. It seems on this stream. I'm not ready to really celebrate just yet because fuck knows if this is actually working properly. Oh, if you can see me and hear me, that's fantastic. So everything look okay? Apart from obviously my face and voice and stuff, but you can see it okay, everything's okay. It's me. I am the problem. I hope you're wearing your own merch, says Colin Duff. Colin, yes. Oh, this side, it's on this side. You know? Love my club. Mwah. So the other good, I found that I had a purple hat as well to go with the purple thing. So if I worked in like a TRDQ store, you know what I mean? If I was on the checkout, this is what I'd be like, which is pretty good. Yeah, not bad. So anyway, how's everyone doing? Thank fuck that's working. I'm assuming we're going to have lost a lot of potential people on the stream due to the fact that I'm 35 minutes late. But OBS and YouTube were not playing the game. They were not being friendly to themselves or me, and it caused me a little bit of stress. But we're here now, aren't we? So how is everyone doing? We've got reception in here. Hello, Colin Duff. Hello. Angel Gonzalez. Hi. Thought Carey. Hi. Lee Russ. We've got Gavin Merrifield. We've got Lorcan Nagel. We've got Stephen Fagan. Dr. Boom 1983. It's Plastic Crack. Good to see you. Starlight and... was that Cyanide? Oh, what's happening? Just got here. Okay, good. Nothing. It's been a fantastic stream so far. You've missed 35 minutes of fantastic streaming. No problems at all. Storm, how's it going? You all good? Everybody all right? God, I'm glad it's all working. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you don't think of it as stressful. I wasn't trying to stress out about it either. I was like, if it happens, whatever. You know, trying to be all cool about it. But in the moment, I was freaking out a wee bit. Because you don't like letting people down. Even just you. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's just you. Like, I don't want to let anyone down in that regard. Lapis Block, is it the Gavin Spence? No, the real Gavin's taking a break. I am taking over for him. That's why we were having all the problems. Nickel, hey, look, it's the Gavin Spence. It is. The other Gavin Spence. In the Lake District, kids in bed, wine out, all good here. Do you know, I was like, I'm going to have a beer, you know. As I say, if you're under 18 or under the legal age to drink, don't drink beer, drink lager. So I had this amazing Megatron cup. And I was going to surreptitiously and secretly drink beer from this. And I poured a little in, but fuck that. I'm stressed out enough to hide drinking beer from you, so here's to you. Who else is in here? We've got B Chugs. How's Toby doing? B Chugs, I'm going to assume you're not Badlands Chugs. But God knows I'm a huge fan of you, sir. Toby's okay. He's got the cone on. He's in the bedroom right now feeling sorry for himself. He has to wear a cone this week because he had a sting or something on his paw. He licked the paw until it was raw, until he had no hair there, so he had a big bald patch and a big rash, so we have to put cream on it. So now he's got the cone on. Cone on the Barbarian. But yeah, so he's fine. Stephen Fagan, hello, they cloned Gavin. Imagine they cloned me. Oh. So yeah, damn, that's over half an hour of quality content, dozens of TRDQ videos, such a shame, I know. Do you have 8-Plink? I do have the original, the first one. I don't know how, I think they've done quite a few, haven't they, since then, but I've got the first one. Paul the Bookworm, after the horrible wrestling news today, seeing you live is what the doctor ordered. If I checked with them. Alright, it was a bit of an odd day, wasn't it? An odd couple of days with Terry Funk trading his knuckles in for dirt, and then we had Bray Wyatt. It's such a shame. You see old wrestlers like Terry Funk, you know, you lose them, and you go, well, they had a long run, but that guy was like 36 with 4 kids. Crazy. Anyway, we're not here to talk about the death of wrestlers. Yeah, but Colm O'Donnell, would you ever do a collection tour? Do you know, I'm really considering trimming the whole collection back to the point where probably I could do that. Right now, I want to get it down to, like, do you know who's my inspiration for this? Is Graham Thompson, the greatest Transformers fan of all time. And he got it, he was like a curated collection of your favourite pieces. I've got just like tons of shit that I kind of half care about. I want to get it all to the point where I'm like, this is the best stuff that I could possibly have gotten. Lamb of God, going to assume you're supporting your local brewery there. Do you know what? We're going to get into the toys in a second, right? But this is all I could get. I could only get a Coors Light. These days, being 41, you drink a Tennent's Lager all night. Oh my goodness. Your guts. Let's hope his appearance in Rise of the Beast and shows more 8-Link figures in the future. Underrated character. I would like a version of 8-Link. I'd rather buy a Studio Series 8-Link over the Optimus Primal that's coming out. I spot a faker. Yeah, so I should have had them for the stream as well. Yeah, so like someone, I'll go into the stuff that we got at TFN, but someone, for friends of the show, Jake and Anna, they came over. They were over from China, and they brought us a few different things which we'll go on to. And one of them was these amazing like custom He-Man swords, little Masters of the Universe Origins swords. There's like a Faker one and Skeletor, He-Man, and like a sort of a gold one. They're very, very cool. So I was just playing about with those. Anyway, love the Thunderclash pin badge, Gavi. I'm glad. And if you did miss out on the opportunity of getting your hands on any of the things that we had on sale at TM UK Table, at TFNation, I'll be able to put some stuff up online. Apart from Thunderclash Goes Bananas, because that is now sold out. You've missed out on that if you didn't get it. But you can get the digital version, which is just as good. Okay. Alright. Okay, we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of the event, Batman's dinner. We've got a lot to get through. Okay. Nickel Hayes says, Gavin, I started watching RID 2015 and it's amazing, nearly as good as animated. Do people know this? I was talking to someone about this and what a great amount of potential RID 2015 had. And not to say it wasn't good, it was great. There were so many amazing parts in it. But like, I would like to see that formula, that sort of Monster of the Week formula in another series as well. Like, yeah, RID 2015 is fantastic. Waiting for Hasbro to finally do Fractal. They have the Pterosaur mold for it. Alex Lemons, yeah. I'll buy it. Oh yeah, Paul the Bookworm, incredible achievement for yourself and everyone involved with Toy Fu over the TFN weekend. Huge levels of respect for y'all. I do a very small amount for Toy Fu with the TM UK table, but they are the real heroes of this. There's a couple of people I consider heroes in this world. You've got your firemen and Toy Fu. They're the two ones I think deserving medals. Stephen Fagan, I wait my copy of Thunderclash Goes Bananas. Will grab some of your wares. Wasn't able to make TFN this year. Yeah, I tell you what, man. TFN was fantastic. I really enjoyed it this year. It went so quickly, like really quickly, and I think that's to do with the fact we were mostly on the table Saturday, Sunday. Like usually I would take breaks a lot more than I did, but most of the part we were just there. Me and Ben Perry, the legend that is Ben Perry. I picked up one of his sketchbooks for this year. Is a fantastic artist and lovely fella. So it was mostly me and him over the weekend. And then, yeah, that's great. I mean, getting to see Ben, getting to see his brother Ed as well, the super startist, as he likes to be called. So yeah, very, very good. Andy Brown, give up, man, you do plenty for it. Right, I'm going to show you a few things, right? Then we'll go back to the chat. Because if I'm just talking to you all night, we'll be here all night. You know how you go on. I'm also needing to make this fairly... I want to get it under the hour because we need to look after Toby. My good wife Lindsay is away with work, so I'm watching the dog. I'm on my own. So I want to just very quickly go through some of the stuff we... Well, in fact, I'll go through all of the stuff we got. But there is a shocking amount of it because I am a child that can't control themselves. And just before we start, Colin, animated Motormaster listing for next year. That is the most exciting news. See if they just honestly take the Motormaster from Legacy and give it a moustache. You know? Okay, so Mellow Gaming, hello. I can't. It's not waving. It's not cool, is it? You don't see. I don't know anyone else who streams. You don't see Kai Sinat waving. So we, I was lucky enough and humbled by the response from everyone who came over to the TMUK table to talk about TRDQ. Everyone was super nice. I got to sign a lot of things, sign some Last Bot Standing covers, a couple of other things as well, and take pictures with people, which is always very odd, but I do not mind. It's very good fun. Everyone's very, very nice. Like people say, can I get a picture? And I go, yeah, and I get out the way so they can take a picture of whatever it is that I am blocking with my huge body. They say, no, with you. I go, oh, right, okay, that's weird, but okay. So everyone was very nice. Some people did bring gifts. There's no other way to put it. And I'm going to start with none of these. I'm not doing this in order of preference. It's just I'll try and do them in order of size. I think that's the fair way to do it. Yeah, so someone, this is the one item that I don't have the name for the person because I am ignorant. Everyone else I've got names, but this person, if you're in the chat or you see this later, please get in touch and I can give you your due credit. But they gave us this little Repugnus that they made. Is that not the cutest little thing? He said you can transform it, but I'm nowhere near brave enough to try that right now. Maybe after a couple of cures. But look at that. Is that not just amazing? Just a little fella. He had a little head too. It's around here somewhere. But yeah, I was just like, oh, like that. That's how I went. So yeah, let me know if you're here or if you've, or if you're not here. Then I don't know what you'll do in that regard. Okay, next up is friend of the show and expert modder, Leo came over, and you can get them over at Myatsir, MYATTSIR on Twitter or X. Brought over a few items that were absolutely mind-blowing, properly, like, oh my god, this is incredible. So, first one was Legacy Warpugnus. So we have Warpath in Repugnus colours. I don't know how this happened. I know how it happened because Matt Marshall made a G1 Warpath in Repugnus colours, but I just love the fact that it's now become a thing enough that I've got a Legacy version. Like, is that not absolutely incredible? TRDQ, is that you then? Is that you? Are you Leo? Yeah, Warpugnus is just incredible. I was so happy with that. And again, all through the weekend, I was getting people coming up to the table and being like, "That's incredible." I was like, "I know," and it's mine, so back off. Leo also it's okay. TRDQ is Leo. Okay. The other thing that he brought over, which I cannot get over, it's so good, is this animated Repugnus. Look at that. Made from it's from Waspinator, with Black Arachnia arms, to make this incredible animated Repugnus. This may be like one of the prized possessions that I have now. Yeah, absolutely blown away by it. It does transform. Will I try it? I don't want to do it on stream. I feel like if something goes wrong, you know. But yeah, he did the full shebang with the. Oh no, there we go. I can do this. I can do this. This isn't going to be a problem. There we go. Wait till you see the face is amazing as well. Again, it's a testament to both Leo's talent and the amazing Waspinator toy. But look at that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just blown away. So thank you so much to Leo for this, and please do try and follow them over at Myatsir on Twitter. And if you, I don't know, commissions or anything like that, it was incredible. The last one of the customs that I received from people. I know they're in the chat here as well. They're under Thoughtcari. Where are you? Ah, there you are. So I got this wonderful Gorilla Thunderclash, made from the Transmetal 2 Primal, or Transmetal Primal. Yeah, made with Thunderclash, with sculpted chest hair. Do you know what I mean though? I mean, what, like, fucking, look at that. So to go along with the Thunderclash goes bananas. We have the Banana Buster sword as well. I was just absolutely... I went bananas when I saw this. Yeah, just like, fuck me. So yeah, that's Monkey Shelf front and centre. We've got... I'll need a Repugnus shelf now. A Repugnus shelf front and centre. Thunderclash. Or Monkey Shelf front and centre. Yeah, absolutely incredible. Could not be happier with it. In fact, I'll need to open up a little bit. I won't transform them right now, but I'll need to show off the other head, as it were. The other part of it that goes in there. What an incredible application of oneself. That's all I can think of when I see stuff like that. I wish I had talent like this. But yeah, look at that. Absolutely unreal. Why will you take £5 for that one? No, this is now, like the Repugnus, a prized possession of mine. So thank you very much, Carrie, for that. I really, really do appreciate it. It's amazing. So, yeah, we also got gifts outside of that. So we had Jake and Anna, who were over at TFN from China. They came over from China for TFN. And they were like, yeah, we thought you'd like this. We thought you'd like this. And they were absolutely right. This is from the Monkey King, Uproar in Heaven movie. And it's a little monkey, innit? Little Monkey King, you've got his gold-banded cudgel that comes with him and the little thing. But the other cool thing about it is that it actually does transform. It turns into a little McDonald's car. Absolutely wild. But yeah, I love it. I was just blown away. Again, just something so unique that I'd never seen before. And I just need to, I won't transform it right now. But it's very, very cute. So, whoa. Yeah, so you got this little, almost like a Nendoroid style monkey, and then you just kind of go, aha, you do transform, don't you? And you just open up his face, and inside are all the parts. So, yeah, absolutely incredible. I'll be getting a full review in the very near future. But yeah, I was very, very happy with that. So it's like, you know when someone's, oh, we brought you this from China. I'm like, don't bring things from China. Do you know how far away China is? You know how much it costs to bring things over from China? And they were like, yeah, we also brought you this. So they got us that third party primal that was doing the rounds as well. The box was the size of a suitcase. The box was a ridiculous size. This is a big toy, but there's like a ridiculously huge box. I really like it. It's very fun. It's like a proper fun, chunky, weird version of Primal. I'm very into it. So yeah, I think that's. I'll try to see if I can find the head. The head's very funny as well. The head's got a very unique look and feel. Apparently, there's like an add-on kit coming soon or something. But yeah, thank you to Jake and Anna again. Like, I could not, and they were so nice as well. Like, everybody was so nice all weekend. They're just constantly being like, "Oh, I like the channel and stuff." And usually I would be like, "Who cares? Back off." But you know when someone's niceness is infectious and you can't help but just be nice back. Yeah, wonderful folk. But yeah, that was so. That's for gifts, things that we were given. You go over there right now. Yeah, so that was a pretty. That's already a pretty decent decent haul to walk away with at TFN, I would imagine. You know, but yeah, very good fun. I saw you there and was surprised how tall you were. A lot of people think that, I think with my quite small-minded, petty nature, people think I'm quite small in stature, but no, I'm massive. Not in every instance. Other than, before we go into the toy part, I actually got a up-and-coming young artist, Nick Gross. Nick Gross asked me if he could do a commission for me, and I was like, sure, just if you just stop bugging me, cool, try it. So he did me this Rotor Storm, which finishes up my Last Stand of the Wreckers new crew commissions. So I've got all the 4 main new recruits from Last Stand of the Wreckers done, and they will be put up together by Nick Roche, who is, you know, to be fair, the greatest Transformers artist of all time and one of the best writers, I suppose. He's alright in small doses. Okay. Let's leave it up to the chat. Boom. Do you want to see boxed or unboxed toys first? There are more unboxed than boxed, but do you want to see boxed or unboxed first? Lewis, do you have an Instagram? I do. I've started using it a bit more recently because Twitter had done my nerves up wretched. So yeah, I'm just under Geshgav, same as I'm on Twitter. GESHGAV. Okay, so we've got boxed, unboxed, unboxed, boxed, unboxed, boxed. Let's see the boxes. Rip them open. Oh hey, the stream is on. G'day. You like that? That's my good Australian accent. Do you know, a lot of people, one thing that, before we get into that, with the boxes here, or the unboxes here, where when you do a stream like this, you get a lot of people saying things like, I'm in Australia, or I'm in China, or I'm in Illinois, I can't make it. And I'm like, I get that. Do you know, over half of the audience for TRDQ, apparently, according to analytics, is from outside the UK. But that's no excuse. You know? I think, like, you know, I don't want to hear it. There you go. You've got, you got Tall Joke in there. They're from Australia at 6 AM. There, oh, it might be 7 AM there by now. They're here. Just saying. I am going to open all the boxes, yes. TRNation, did the t-shirt fit you at all? It did. I forgot. Oh shit, it's downstairs. Fuck. Leo also made me an amazing Repugnus shirt. I will wear it on the next video that I do. He made an amazing, like, almost like evolution of Repugnus, all these different types of Repugni on a t-shirt. It was amazing. Honestly, could not ask for better folk. Okay, so we're going to go with, let's see, boxed, unboxed, boxed, unboxed, unboxed, unboxed. I don't know. That this involves some kind of addition. You know, we'll do boxed because I'm not going to open them. I'm just going to show you them, but they're not. It won't take nearly as long because there's only 3. First up is this guy. This is Unicron from something or other, from the Prime line, I guess. Okay, I blame you for my purchase of the black and white Donald Duck transform. You should be thanking me for that purchase. That's a great toy. I'm in Ireland, says Colm O'Donnell. Are you? Prime Gaia Unicron, that's the words I was looking for. Thank you, Storm. So this basically turns into what we call in the industry fuck all. It's like a big volcano thing or a ship. You can use it as armor for Prime, should you want to. It's shite, but I love it. It's rubbish, but I wanted it because of that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to opening it. It looks very good fun. So that's one of the weird things. The other thing is something I wanted for ages. I got it off Toy Fu, which was this. So this is your, it's special release Japanese exclusive G1 Galvatron in a sort of a lilac colour. And I was very, very happy to get that at a very good price, as you get from Toy Fu. No matter what happens, you always get a good price at Toy Fu. I'm very much looking forward to getting it open properly and getting it reviewed and get it up on the shelf next to the other Galvatron. There's only one more boxed item. Which we'll look at right now. Told you, I've given up on Prime Toys, but I'm buying this if I ever see one in person. Do you like me? It's that Gavin guy from YouTube, says Marnie. Hope you're well. I am well, now that I've managed to actually get online. Does it come with a slime on the art? Says Cyanide. Does it come with the slime on the art? What are you talking about? Mellow Game, and that's a Galvatron I want, those colours specifically. We might get with a G1 movie if they do it. Do you know what? I never considered that. Do you think we'll get Galvatron? Or G1 re-release of Galvatron for the movie toys in proper Galvatron colours? Don't get me wrong, I love the G1 colours and they're my favourite. G1 toy, grey Galvatron, I love those colours, but oh, that'd be hard to say no. Was the hot tub good this year, Gav? Can't talk about it, pal, sorry. Not allowed. They have some amazing stuff, amazing prices this year. Finding that animated blackout was great. Oh, Leo was so happy with the animated blackout. It is one of the best toys of the line, and one of the best lines, so it's one of the best toys ever. Last up, I got Alliance Commander, which is a big monkey. In fact, it was Marnie who shouted me over to say they've got these quite cheap and they're good. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into this. It's a heavy bugger, like myself. Oh, I was talking about the goop on the Art of Galvatron's box. Ah, I get you. He's covered in stuff. I don't know if that's from his lava bath, or is it just poop? I don't know. Didn't get any animated figures this year. You want to cop onto yourself and grab a couple of animated toys. Yeah, so define quite cheap. For the Galvatron was like, you know, say 75 or something like that. It's along those lines. Lava Poop from Gaia Unicron, yeah. Okay, so that is the box stuff. Although I tell you what, now that we've done that, let's take a quick break. And what could be better than a nice drink of football special? My friend Tony from Ireland brought this over for me. I could not have been happier because I've always wanted to try football special. And they only sell it basically in like one town in Ireland. And I'm just going to drink it straight from the bottle because I fancy another little swig of it. But it's good. It's a very odd. It's hard to describe. One of my pals had said something like, it's almost like, if you imagine like a Captain Morgan's, a non-alcoholic version of Captain Morgan's and Coke. It's a bit like that, and it's got like a kind of like vanilla. It's very odd, but I love it. It's very, very good. So yeah, thank you to Tony for that. You're a wonderful pal, and Antonio he's been asking for you. He wants to see you again. I see you managed to open the bottle without it exploding. Yeah, because Tony brought it over on the plane, and the bottle was tight, and I was like worried. I took it into the shower and went behind the glass to try and open it, and it opened without any problem. It just seems like the plastic itself is quite tough. Mr. Spence, Robert Cop 2, hello. I should give you football powers like a Roy of the Rovers backup strip. There will be Roy of the Rovers comics in my very near future. Well, football comics in my future, which will hopefully, it won't interest anyone on this stream. Like it wouldn't interest me because I don't like football, but we're going to be doing some football comics soon, which I'm very excited about. Okay, unboxed toys. There are quite a lot of them, so we'll do it quite quick. Okay. Right. Okay. Shit, how are we going to do this? There's so much stuff. Got an animated Samurai, Prowl, Black Arachne, and Jetfire and Jetstorm this year. Got the Prowl because your video animated really is an amazing line. It is. I agree. Couldn't agree more. Okay, so you'll have seen these already if you watch the channel. I got Pretender Grimlock. It's very good. Middle-aged man, pudgy fella. It's nice. Representation is important, isn't it? That's just to see a fat old man. They can still be heroes to an extent. Okay, so we got him. And of course, the review just went up for Takara Legends Galvatron as well. So if you haven't seen those, reviews are on the channel for both of those toys. And they are both pretty good. Oh. Did the raffle prizes get posted? Want to put Wild Wheel's hat on Blue Superior? If there were, no, I am being very lazy in that regard. I still need to send them out. They're all getting sent out on Monday though. They're getting picked up by the Royal Mail on Monday. So they'll be with you this week. Yeah, okay, so, little things. The super statist Ed Perry gave me this little Titan Master vehicle that comes with, I think, Takara Weirdwolf. And he's like, do you have this? It's like, no, I don't have that, Ed. Well, you have it now. What a wonderful boy. One of my favourite Transformers toys of all time. This mould, look at that, just turns into a little jet. Put a little Titan Master in there. Now he's a gorilla. Excellent. Also tiny little gorillas. Speaking of RID 2015, as we were, I got little... I don't know the names of these guys. If anyone in the chat can tell me what the names of these little fellas are. But just two little mini gorilla men. My wife came up and said, little gorillas for you. She knows me so well. But I think that the black one is Beast Box. It'd make sense, wouldn't it? But yeah, I like these. They're cool little guys. We also have, to be fair, this is, compared to the amount of stuff and money spent, I think this might be the best toy that I got. Which is Springload from RID. And it's just amazing. Like, he's just such a good toy. Like the... Let me just see if we can pull this out. So it's just a ordinary carton and what? And it's just a frog. And these little... Absolutely love it. I've just been playing with it constantly since I got it. It's great. Just... I mean, what more can you ask for? You just open them up with it. More of this stuff, you know what I mean? Happy with that. That's just great, exactly, yeah. Okay, so, well, I also got, from a different RID line, Gas Skunk. Managed to pick up Gas Skunk. I did used to have Gas Skunk and Slapper and Dark Screen, but over the years they just kind of either went missing or God knows what happened to them. So I thought I'll pick those up again. They'll be cheap. Not the case, it would seem. It's cheap because I got it from Toy Fu, but not cheap in regards to like what I thought it would be. I thought these guys would be like a $5 each or something, but no, they are an expensive proposition these days for their size and whatnot. But yeah, they're great wee toys. Big fan of that line in general, and just the fact he's called Gas Skunk is just funny. You know what I mean? Imagine who's your favourite character? It's Gas Skunk. Just a very awkward name in general. But yeah, there we go. That's that kind of him, more or less. Little robot. Yeah, I'm into this. Okay. Cyberverse Skullcruncher. I can't say no to a Skull Cruncher. Genuinely can't. If I see one, I have to get it. And this one looked really good because it's got the white is so vibrant and bright. I was very into it. Like this just wah. And then he's got this Energon gimmick where he gives a little crocodile mask. And he chomps. So I'm into that too. The cool thing about it is, well, not only is he's got the tail thing, it's got like this weapon in it, but he's got that. That's cool. But the transformation is fairly simple and easy, but the actual croc mode or alligator mode is just very slick and flat, and there's very little kibble and very little stuff to get hung up on. So it's probably one of my favourite alt modes for Skull Cruncher. I think the Cyberverse ones really nailed it. They did a good job. Did you lose Skull Cruncher's gun? No, I've got it here. Well, yeah, I just lost it. So yeah, I think Skull Cruncher's one of my favourite characters. Or at least one of my favourite designs. It was difficult to say that Skull Cruncher's one of your favourite characters, wouldn't it? Christ. What's your favourite Skull Cruncher story? I like that bit in the Rebirth where he was in it for like 2 seconds. That was good. You know what? I'm not even going to bother with him. We've got too much to get through here. I saw him in B&M the other day and wish I'd bought him now. Yeah. You should get him. It's good. It's a good toy. Yeah. So we also have another pretender that showed up in the Grimlock video. We got Cloud Raker, Cloud Burst. One of them one of them's correct, I think. I always get them mixed up. I think it might be Cloud Burst. Cloud Raker? There's no way to find out. That's the worst part. No one will tell me. No one's willing to correct me about Transformers. That's the problem. You know? Cloud Burst. Yeah, that's the thing. Everyone's just too shy to tell you when you get something wrong on the internet. It's a real shame. So yeah, we'll be reviewing him fairly soon as well. We'll be getting him on that go. One toy shop in Dublin still has the Cyberverse Rack and Ruin. I'm still tempted to get them, just to have some version of the character. Aye, it's weird, isn't it? Rack and Ruin's had one toy, and it's not great. And that's the end of that story. That's just not great. Can you YouTube guys start calling pretenders rubbish again so the prices go down? Yeah, I know. It's a shame, isn't it? Oh, but yeah. So other things that we picked up. Managed to pick up an almost complete depth charge. I just need the little fellas. And the little fellas for the little missiles. And his fins are a bit wobbly. But to get this with all the tail bits and all that at such a decent price, I was like, why not? I've always wanted a depth charge, so yeah, I'm into it. I'm looking forward to reviewing this. I'm going to see, I think it was Colin Duff, I think, was in the chat, was saying about you can just get 3D printed ones. Or, if someone you know has a 3D printer, they could make them for you if the files are available. I don't think a full depth charge exists. I've got the wee pizzas but no gun. The gun's one of the main reasons I got it. It's look, how ridiculous is that he's just, it's like, what's your gun, mate? Oh, it's just a wee, that's so daft. It's like, I get your gun maybe having the characteristics, like maybe a nod to like a shark or other fish, but it is just that, you know? Very good. Absolutely love it. So I guess I have to, at this point, apologise to the Transformers community, wider Transformers community, because I did buy this thing, which I think is Age of Extinction something or other. Scorn, Scrabble, something along those lines. It's a big pain in the arse, but it's got these big giant things on them, and he turns into a big dinosaur. So, slog, that was it. I'm Do you know, it's weird. It's very awkward and fidgety, and there's lots of very things popping off, and it's very the plastic's very pliant, and yeah, it's odd. Like Ben Perry and I were on the table for about half an hour trying to figure out how this thing worked, and you go through all that, and then you see it, and you go, oh, all right. But it's for charity. I got it from Toy Foo, so you can't be too angry. I know. Buy a Transformer, I know, but an Age of Extinction Dinobot, you know what I mean? Like, that's tantamount to genocide. I forgot, also picked up a little knitted tarantulas from Chess's store over at the Captain Ogilvy. Yeah, that's too cute to not pick up. There was a big one, like the size of my giant head, and I missed out on getting it. But yeah, very, very cute. So that'll be on the old shelf. I was into that. So, all right. Managed to pick up this fella, which is the Play School My First Transformers line. I don't know. I had no interest, or I didn't even really know about them that much until I'd seen them like pictures online. But actually playing around with it, I had to have it. It was just wasn't that expensive, and also very good fun. So you got the sort of robot head at the front and the pilot in the cockpit, and then you just open up these arms here, turn the feet round, and when you turn this round, the head turns around itself. See, you go, what? And then suddenly you've got a robot. I doubt I'll do any actual review of this or anything like that, but I just thought it was really charming, and I liked it. I thought this is just a very cool, fun wee guy. Yeah, like a Play School Star Saber. Yeah, I agree. It's just like, that's a cool wee guy. I like it. Okay. We also have, in fact, I'll take this big guy. Something of a all-timer for me, which is this Primal Prime with all his bits, the missiles and the blast shields and all that stuff. You know, I've never been a huge fan of the design, but this colour scheme again saves it for me. Do you go to TFN with a shopping list? I did, and I think I got one thing from it, and the rest was all just whenever I saw stuff. But yeah, this was a big deal when I saw it, and the guy was like, yeah, it's all complete, I've got the gun, it's all, you know, it was not expensive. And I was like, cool, I'll put that aside for me, please. It was the same guy that sold me Depth Charge. Yeah, a big get for the monkey shelf. So I will be doing a review of this in the near future as well. Something that happened this week, or sorry, last week now, was someone had messaged me and said, I have found a lot of Transformers in the loft, would you like them? And usually it's happened to me a few times now. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Like, my friend Stuart said the same thing. I've got some Transformers from my youth, would you like them? And there was like a Galvatron with his face burned off with a lighter, and I was like, this isn't a donation. This is a burden you've given me here. But this time, this fella sent me a box of absolute gold, and I could do a stream on this box on its own, because it was unreal, the amount of stuff that was in it. Vintage G1 stuff. There was like Inferno, Soundwave, Hoist, Optimus, all these complete, all the stuff with them, all the missiles, all that. I was like, holy shit, that's like, so that's going to go to Toy Foo. The majority of it's going to go to Toy Foo. But before it does, I'm going to review quite a lot of it. So the first thing I'm going to do out of the box is I'm going to do Jetfire, who's sent me a complete Jetfire, so it's got all the bits, all the red armour and shit like that. So he's got a bit of sunburn, as you can see, but you're not going to find many Jetfires that don't. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to giving this a spin. I've never been a massive Jetfire fan necessarily, but the G1 design, like that design specifically, really appeals to me. So yeah, managed to really luck out on that. To be honest, it's besides meeting all you lovely people, the first like moment of you go like shit, this has worked out. You know what I mean? Like this has worked out for Toy Fu, of course, because it's going to go to Toy Fu. But yeah, very very strange situation to be in where people are sending you these amazing toys. The other two more toys to go. One of which is this swoop from Cyberverse, and this Bumblebee from Cyberverse. Now the swoop is very good. The Bumblebee is terrible, but there's a reason for that, and that's because they combine with each other to become Bumble Swoop. And I'll do that. I'll get it sorted out now. But yeah, it was super cheap, and I can't pass up something as stupid as this. So I picked up Bumble Swoop. Oh yeah, Swoop is a girl in Cyberverse. Yeah, right enough. So let's see if I can get this in. You've got Bumblebee's forever got this kind of black thing at the front of him, so you just put it up. Swoop's arse. And then you can fold out his feet. And fold out the arms. Again, it wasn't expensive. It was like a tenner, and I don't mind. I don't mind that. But yeah, Bumble Swoop, just a little combiner. And I quite like the design. The head is it's like kind of Rescue Bots style, and I like that. So yeah, I'm into it. Bumble Swoop's nice. Just when I thought you didn't get any silly combining figures like last year, yeah. There's a few more of those combining figures that I definitely want to get. Those kind of fell off the radar a bit, didn't they? Those were everywhere for a couple of months, and then you rarely see any news about them or anything. So we've got one more thing to show off. I'd be very surprised if anyone would guess what it is, because Toy Fu legend Andy K gave me this to review for Toy Fu, so I'm going to review this for Toy Fu on the channel very soon. One of the more ridiculous items I've been given to review, and these will be available from Toy Fu at the next events, I'm sure. We have this clear plastic, small size, downsized Predaking. Absolutely ridiculous. There's no need for it whatsoever, and I love it. Look at that. It looks delicious, doesn't it? Like, it genuinely does. I was like, I'm so into it. And it's like all these weird little design decisions that they've taken to try and get the size down, and like the whole show is about Predaking. The robots themselves, the animal modes are okay, but the robot modes are ridiculous. Like, they've just cut out so much from them, but that is such a thing of beauty. Like, look at that. Absolutely unreal. So yeah, I was very, very happy with that, so I'm going to get that reviewed for Toy Fu in the very near future. I think that's it. I think that might be everything. I should like to think so. That's a lot of fucking toys. Oh. You ever do that? Sometimes you get, like, maybe you order some toys and then they all arrive at the same time, and you go, oh, I need to get a handle on this. I can't keep buying toys like this. I've got too many toys. I need to do something about this. I need to get rid of a lot of these toys. That's the situation I'm in right now. I've got like boxes of toys. I just need to be ruthless about and say, okay, these are going to Toy Fu. These are going to eBay. These are going to the children's hospital. So yeah. Llama God, eat it. You eat it. How's the comic doing? Are we talking Thunderclash Goes Bananas? That's going well. It sold out at the event. Yeah, going good. Can't complain on that front. Everyone was very nice about it. We're already looking into what next year's comic will be. We'd like to get some feedback from all of you. If you want to see more Turbo Masters, let us know. If you want to see something different, you can let us know too. I'd quite like to keep doing Turbo Masters. I like that crew. I would like to see more of them. And Thunderclash, even if he's not a monkey, is always fun to draw, so I'd quite like to do more with that as well. Please open the big monkey and free the baby monkey's sniper hammer. Yeah, I'm very excited to try that. That's the difficulty when you've got all this stuff here. You're like, what order do you do it in? You want to kind of just do everything as the next video. There's certain ones that I won't be reviewing, of course. Like, I doubt I'll get a review out of Spring Load here, even though it is amazing. So, yeah, but there's like the majority of this will be getting reviewed, so that's something at least. It's for the channel, you know. Can I get that? Can I write those off as tax? Thunderclash goes animated. It's good. I had pitched Thunderclash farts the national anthem. And it did not go well. So we'll see how that goes. Totally enjoyed the Thunderclash comics. Windsweeper, thank you. I'd like to see the Ultra Pretender Skyhammer in a comic. Were they ever in any of the comics? He literally did. I don't think has he... Turbo Masters are great, frankly. I like a Turbo Master. Aqua Speeders or something like that would be fun as well. So that's it, really. I mean, that's what we're here to do. We're here to look at dollies. We're here to look at the new dollies that I got. And we did that. I think we were an hour late. But, you know, that's not your fault. Don't try and take the blame for this. It's not on you. Okay? One of the Ultra Pretenders was in one issue of the Marvel comic. Ah, okay. One or none? That's the most ambiguous spelling, Lorcan-Nagel, that you could... yeah, speaking of Pretenders, I was saving one for TRDQ 300, which is going to come up in the next couple of weeks. So hopefully that's going to go well. But it's an all-timer for me that I always wanted, so I'm saving it for 300. Thunderclash Goes Bananas was absolutely delightful. I was very happy to get it signed by one of the artists at TFN. Don't remember the guy's name, but it was part 4. Yeah, it's probably not that great. Oh my goodness, sorry, thanks for the stream. Was a good one, and I don't know, what's that called? A super chat? I have never received anything of the sort, so thank you very much for that. Oh, that was a surprise. Oh my goodness. Okay, so unless anyone's got anything they want to talk about, God knows I've got a beer to drink and some toys to put away and play with. I don't know what one I'll do next. What will be the next review? Fuck it, I'll do Jetfire next day. I'll do Jetfire and then I can get them off to Toy Fu. Thanks for the stream, proud to be the first. According to TF Wiki, Skyhammer was in 3 issues of Fan Club comics and 3 issues of Regeneration 1. Well, there you have it. So you got your wish, whoever was asking for that. And what is the deal with airline food? Do you know whenever I go over to... Thank you, SKH, for the £2 there. I really appreciate it. Do you know, I go over to Dublin a fair bit, and when I go over there, the flight's like... Sometimes it's like 35 minutes. And they're like, we're going to serve hot food, and people are like, yeah, can I have a roll, please? Can you not wait 35 minutes? I have to sit there and smell your roll? Anyway, with that, thanks everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for all the people who came up to us at the TM UK table. People who gave us gifts. Thanks again to Leo and to Carrie and to Jake and Anna. And let me know who gave me this little guy. As well as... I need to read his name here. Nick Roche. Thank you for all you've done for this community. Okay. Don't leave, Papa. I'm afraid I've got a dog to look after. And Marnie did give the gift of him. So thank you once again, everyone. I very much appreciate it, and we will see you on the internet in the next couple of days. I'll get a new review up. And oh, that is the alarm that the stream should end. Have a good one, and remember, without TR